Well, in his waning days as president, Dementia Joe decides to, I don't know, sign some more presidential pardons.
Something ain't right.
Gee, I wonder who gets a no jail for me card.
Taking.
General Miley,
You're a fucking idiot.
Anthony Fauci,
Fuck off.
and the J6 committee. What?
Sheer fucking hubris.
What a shocker.
I'm shocked.
I'm Jazz Borganzo, and this. Did I say he was a piece of shit? No? Well, he is, and a motherfucker to boot.
That's fucked up, man. That is true.
But it's what's next. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Jazz Borganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Thursday. And of course, as always, your daily dose of common sense, facts, and salt. Well, my first video I did was Trump's amazing first day. 1,500 pardons of the J6ers. Over 200 executive orders. 60-minute Q&A speech. 3 amazing speeches. And like I said, just day one. But, who was president just before that? You remember? If you said Dementia Joe, you would be correct. And so, in the waning hours of his presidency, of his worthless presidency, the worst president in my lifetime, and I've been around since Carter, so I'm a Gen Xer, so I remember those days. Carter, Obama, Clinton, of course, legendary Reagan, clown ass, Bush daddy and Bush daddy and Bush Jr. And of course, Donald Trump, first round, and of course, Dementia Joe. But this clown decides, well, you know what? I'm not going to go out with a whimper. I'm going to go out with a bang. What shall I do with only mere hours left? Gee, I'll think, you know what? I'm going to do some more executive pardons. I'm going to do some more presidential pardons. And you'll never guess who. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. President Biden preemptively pardons General Miley, Mark Miley, yes, white rage Miley, Anthony Fauci, that piece of shit, and the ass clowns of the January 6th committee. Wow. President Joe Dementia preemptively pardoned former chairman of Joint Chiefs Staff retired General Mark Miley, Anthony Fauci, and members of the J6 committee with hours left of his administration. In a statement released on Monday morning at 7 a.m., just hours before President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration, the White House issued a statement from Biden touting him dedicated, selfless public servants. You've had none over the last 4 years except ass kissers and ass wipes. Well, I guess the same thing, isn't it? He claimed that he believed the rule of law, but said, but these are exceptional circumstances, and I cannot in good conscience do nothing. House Oversight Committee Republicans reminded Americans that Biden also pardoned his son, Hunter, yes, the laptop and cocaine addict, anyway, which is the outgoing president had told the country he will never, ever do. But then he did it. Joe Biden will always remember for using his last few weeks in office to shield his son from the law and protect himself. Senator Jim Banks, Mark Miley may be pardoned, but we will continue to explore ways to hold him accountable. Biden's statement in full. Our nation relies on dedicated, selfless public servants every day. They are the lifeblood of our democracy. Yet alarmingly, public servants have been subjected to ongoing threats, intimidation for faithfully discharging their worthless duties. In certain cases, some have even been threatened with criminal prosecution, such as General Mark Miley, White Rage, Anthony Lord Farquhar, and members of the staff of the Senate Select Committee to investigate the J6 attack on the United States Capitol. These public servants have served our nation with honor and distinction worthy of communism, but do not deserve to be targets of unjustified and political motivated prosecutions. General Mark Miley served our nation for more than 40 years, serving in multiple commands, leadership posts, and deploying some of the most dangerous parts of the world to protect our democracy, all the while wearing panties. As chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, he guided our armed forces through a complex global security threats and threatened our existing allies while forging new ones. Yes, how did that wonderful bailout in Afghanistan go? Anyway, For more than half a century, Dr. Anthony Fauci has served our country worthlessly. He saved countless lives by managing government's response to pressing health crises, including AIDS, still going on, as well as Ebola and Zika viruses, still going on. During his tenure as my chief medical advisor, he helped the country tackle a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. The COOF and the United States is safer and healthier because of him. No, all the injuries, poison pokes, the deaths, nah. But he's a great guy, isn't he? January 6th, 21. American democracy was tested when a mob of insurrectionists attacked the Capitol and attempted to overturn a fair and free election by forced violence. In the light of significance of that day, Congress established the Bipartisan Select Committee to investigate January 6th attack on the United States Capitol, to investigate the report upon the facts, circumstances, and causes of the insurrection. The Select Committee fulfilled its mission with integrity and commitment to discovering the truth. Rather than accept accountability, those who perpetrated the January 6th attack have taken every opportunity to undermine, intimidate those who participate in the Select Committee in an attempt to rewrite history, erase the stain of January 6th for partisan gain, seek revenge, including by threatening criminal prosecution, and yada, yada, yada. My thoughts. There was more, but I just don't really give a fuck. At the end of the day, don't give a fuck. The fact of the matter is that the video doesn't lie. Comments don't lie. Tweets don't lie. Mark Miley, who cared more about white rage, and I need to look into my inner white rage, and worrying about, are there enough pronouns going around? Are they holding up their flags? Do they have enough tampons in the men's bathroom? That is what he was more worried about than the actual defense of this nation. And he was around when Afghanistan blew up. And yet, nothing. So they can't go after him. Oh, they can go after him monetarily. But criminally, they can't touch him. Trump can't do anything about it. The J6 committee. Bunch of ass clowns. Democrat and Republican ass clowns. Of course, one of the most notorious, Liz Cheney, who continues to still shoot her mouth off even after she got blown out in her primary by 30 points. But then again, look at her father. And then we come to Anthony Fauci. Dr. Anthony Fauci. What a great guy, huh? What a great guy. The guy was predicting his own demise years before this shit happened. Standing 6 feet apart, masks, the poison poke, all bullshit. All of it. People lost their jobs. Kids got kicked out of school. People ended themselves. Multiple injuries still going on to this day. And millions who have died because of this ass clown taking his word as gospel. And yet, nothing will happen to Lord Farquhar. How nice. But at the end of the day also is that just because Anthony Fauci gets away from man's conviction doesn't mean he's going to get away from his conviction. So enjoy it while it lasts, Anthony. Enjoy it while it lasts. Because I'm sure there'll be criminal prosecutions against you monetary-wise, like I said about Mark Miley, monetarily, but not criminally. So there's that to look forward to. But another day, another story. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys know it's a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time. Peace.